This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Today, an early season non-conference showdown here on EA Sports College Football, hitting the SEC against the Big Ten. It's the Missouri Tigers and the Maryland Terrapins. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe down on the sidelines, and Holly, a little familiarity in this one.
Hey guys, even though they will have a home field advantage, Coach told me before the game, he said these kind of matchups are always fun when he's going against a former Nick Saban assistant. As you know, they have a pretty famous text chain of guys who came up under Coach. They have some similarities, but they have some differences. What I do know, it's always a good game when these guys match up. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Looks like he's going to bring it out. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. They'll start this drive on the ground with Hardy. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Here's Simmons to throw.
And this offense comes out first down, tries to run the football, no answer. 2nd down, they go for the pass, they give up the sack. This defense on point early in the football game with 2 great plays.
I'm not sure you have much in the script to convert a 3rd and this long on the opening drive. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. Lost one deep down the right side. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He is going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Offense in a split backfield. Wants to throw. It's Washington. Got a man. It's Durr. Open space at the 25. Touchdown, Terrapins! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. When that receiver got 3, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Here's a give to Hardy. Good surge up front. Give him 4 out to the 18.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Throwing Simmons. Right on the money. He stopped just short of the 25 at the 24-yard line, but it will be a first down.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
On the option, the keeper. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good second down situations.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. And the Tigers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. They'll try to run it in with Hardy. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up 4th down as this defense makes a play.
And a lot of times the fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the...
Oh, the fake. They snap it to the up man. He's on the move. He's not going to get there and they'll turn it over on downs. The fake doesn't work.
You're just trying to change the ebb and flow of the game. You're trying to get some of this momentum back, so you go fake punt and you can't get it executed. It just backfires in their face.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Williams. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Throws to the tight end. The short hands. It's Fleming. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
And when you start to develop a feel as a tight end that you can feel the zones and the holes, man, you start to become unstoppable. Nice job. QB on the same page, sees his tight end break towards the sidelines, finds the hole in the zone, delivers a strike. Nice completion, nice communication there without saying a word.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. So now it's 2nd and long. Motion from the wideout. Makes the grab in their space. Touchdown, Maryland! All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. They'll try to add another to their lead.
Well, I love the decision-making by the quarterback, going to his go-to receiver in that situation of the game. The defense, come on. You got to know that's the guy the QB is looking for.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. And how about this defense coming up with the play? You want to make your quarterback a runner? Fine. We're going to stop him and take the ball.
And they were prepared, right? This is a defense that looks like they studied film, and they knew that this offense was going to attack them with the running quarterback on designed runs. So great job by the defense, recognizing what was happening, getting to the football, and better yet, creating a takeaway.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
They'll keep it on the ground. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. To the air, it's Washington. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Terrapins! Makes the catch, plenty of room, feet down in the end zone.
This offense is looking ridiculous. 3 touchdowns now in the first quarter, doing whatever they want at will. I don't know if you're panicking, Palmer, but I mean, they got to put something together on the other side of the field or else this one's going to get ugly fat.
One thing I know, David, is the defensive staff, after having the ball just run down their throat and thrown over their heads, they need to make some adjustments earlier than they probably anticipated, because right now they have no answers for this offense.
Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
Yeah, great catch, but great read. I love the quarterback understanding. You're going to see the blitz. I'm going to get the ball to my running back quickly, let him get the first down. Nice job by the quarterback seeing that really fast.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. From the gun, give to Hardy. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Simmons. Catch in the middle. It's Lee. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Got enough for the first. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
And it's just got to be nice to have a running back that can make big-time plays with his feet. First down, second down, third down right here. His opportunity, gets the football, makes a huge gain. He makes this offense go, and it makes it so easy to be a play call.
Maybe a crease. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll give it to Hardy. Not much of a gain. On the ground, and that will do it for the first quarter. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. Mizzou trying to cash in on a red zone trip. Trying the run, it's Hardy. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
And this D's going to have to find some answers, guys. I mean, you've seen them. This offense has moved the ball down the field, done what they want. Now first and goal situation. Who cares about the yards? Like, step up right here, try to force them into a fourth down, try to make them kick a field goal.
Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Here's Simmons to throw. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
It's a big-time moment for the defense. They're creating a negative play, getting a sack with the opponent right down on the goal line. Now that they've backed him up a little bit, a touchdown doesn't seem like it's just a gimme anymore.
It's third and goal and third and long. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. Touchdown, Missouri! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. On to attempt the try. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. So a drive there of 85 yards. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. And he's going to bring this one out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Terrapins will get things going on offense as they come onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
The give on the counter. Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
Looking for a man. It's Washington. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Terrapins will try to pin them back with the punt. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Missouri's offense heads out, ready to go. This feels like a pivotal moment. Get the ball back on the punt. You need to put points on the board on this drive.
Yeah, it's a sense of urgency right now has got to be high for this offense. Trailing the way they are here, David, they've got to be able to put something together, score some points, and build confidence.
Yeah, it's not panic time, but you do want to build that confidence and find something that you can do well to start to build on. I think this offense is starting to figure themselves out a little bit.
The Tigers peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Throwing Simmons. Snagged out of the air. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
And you can hear the exhale from up here, guys. Like that was a big 3rd down. This offense, they've already dug themselves a hole, right? They understand. They're down. It's getting closer to the half. They need to make some plays. That was a big 3rd down.
Looking to throw, it's Simmons. Pressure coming. Makes the catch. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that 1st down. Austin Simmons firing again. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. He needs to make sure those mechanics are pure from the right hash and 40 yards away. Not a chance. Missed it. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
He'll do it himself. Runs through a tackle. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, this is a quarterback who has outstanding running ability, and he's hoping the defense is going to give him an opportunity to tuck this football and get upfield, but there was nothing there. You saw him that time. Hold on to it, hold, hoping someone on defense was going to get out of position, but nobody did. Really nice job by the defense that time. Playing assignment football against the option, and everybody staying home.
And he's got plenty for the 1st down, and now they'll have a chance to get their thoughts together coming out of a 2-minute timeout. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Running inside, it's Smith. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. On the draw, it's Williams. Picks up the 1st down. he's brought down after a nice game.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Looking downfield, it's Washington. Working that left side. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
Well, and you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. And they make the connection, and he's got it at the 10-yard line, set up with a red zone opportunity. And the Terrapins will have it first and 10. From the red zone, it's Williams. And they'll knock him down.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Back to throw, time running short in the half. He's got it on the move. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Maryland!
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Motion from the wide receiver. Simmons. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
And that's a big shot, that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Here's a give to Hardy. Sweet cut there. Steps his way to a little bit of a pickup. Not enough for the first down as the clock continues to move here late in the half. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
From the gun on third down, Simmons. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls in.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. They'll run for it. It's Hardy. Crosses the 40. Might have a chance. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. So that'll do it here in the first half. Stay tuned. Halftime is coming. He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started. Fielded in the end zone, it's Manning. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Maryland's offense comes out ready to go on the attack. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Keeps it on first down. And the ball is free on the pitch.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
That last play is the epitome of why you have to have a short-term memory. Just forget about that one. Wants to adjust the pattern. Creates a little space. Looks as if he'll work his way forward and get it up to about the 11-yard line.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
The run inside. It's Smith. He's knocked down immediately, trying to catch them napping on the run and nothing doing. The Terrapins will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A booming punt, and it's headed toward the sideline. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Here come the Missouri Tigers. The offense ready to go to work. They'll move the wide receiver. Makes a grab and room to run. He's inside the 40, the 20, the 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
Here in the second half of this game, you're trailing, David. No surprise there. You got to throw the ball to the guys that are making plays for you. He had already had a touchdown catch. That's number 2 now. And if they're going to get back in this game, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Hey, man, I mean, keep finding him. He keeps making plays, keeps catching the football. And listen, when you find that matchup outside that works, that you can depend on, I don't blame quarterbacks for going back to them time and time again.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. And the ball's out, and they're after it. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Touchdown, Tigers. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way. And you're right, in college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
And that was not what they had in mind as the kickoff sails out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Got maybe a yard, 3rd down and 9 coming.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
To the air, it's Washington. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. Smacks him with the stiff arm. Caught, and he's got room. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
And that's what makes this offense so dangerous. They've got playmakers all over the field. Here they are on their own side of the 50, 3rd and long. On any given play, they can take it the distance. They do right there. Not just moving the chains, but setting themselves up now 1st and goal.
And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Terrapins! The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
On the move from inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Right back to Hardy. Solid run, picks up 6 and gets it to the 28.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. On the ground, going for the 1st down with the give to the tight end. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. Clock ticks under the 4-minute mark here in the 3rd quarter. Motion from the wideout. Here's Simmons to throw. That's caught. It's Lee. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to throw, it's Simmons. Here's the pressure. He's got it. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. Missouri really moving on offense, set up with another 1st down. Wide receiver comes in motion. The give on the counter. And they not only knocked him down behind the line, they also put him back under the century mark for the day.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Got some work to do on 2nd down after that last one. They need 13. Throwing Simmons. Gets it to the back. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield. He's got some speed and wheels himself to run with him. And, yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. Working that left side now. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
4th down, Simmons. Intercepted and room to run. The 40, past the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Maryland! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And how about the defense coming up huge? It looked like this was going to get really, really close, and they do what they do, man. Make that one big play, Palmer. Force not only the turnover, and then take it all the way back to the house. They looked like they were about to give up points, and then all of a sudden, they get points of their own.
And that was a bad decision by the quarterback, too, David. I get it. You're trailing on the scoreboard, but you got to know you can't get it all back on one throw. He threw that into traffic. Give the defense credit. They were where they needed to be. They didn't just pick it off. They took it to the house and added insult to injury.
They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play.
There's some room. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
And how about the big play by the backup running back? Hey, listen, I don't get the ball much. I don't get to prove myself much. You know how you get more carries? You prove it when you do get it. And that is a big-time play. First touch, shows off the speed. He shows, hey, I can be this guy too. I need some more touches.
And the Tigers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Simmons unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Tigers.
It was a really nice job on the route concept because they got the safety occupied, which opened up the deep middle of the field for the receiver on the post. He uses his speed. Nice job by the quarterback, putting it out in front of him. He makes the catch and then runs it into the end zone.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. And he's not going to take the touchback. I know he thinks he can house every return, and sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Off the play fake. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Might be calling a hot route. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smith. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Back to pass, it's Washington. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. And the Terrapins will bring the punt team onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Oh, that punt has been cleared for takeoff. Look at it go. He makes the catch at the 10. Well, they finally stopped him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. grabbed in the backfield. It's Lee. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Tigers! And the comeback is on. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Running inside, it's Smith. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Maryland has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. To the air, it's Washington. Makes the grab, it's Fleming. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
Wants to take it outside. It's Williams. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
It's complete to the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Now facing a third and long. Quarterback making adjustments. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. It's caught. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
The run inside. It's Williams.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football, so he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Scanning the field, it's Washington. Throws to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Well, the offense is trying to get aggressive. They're trying to hit the corner route, but just better coverage on the back end by the defense, knocking that one away.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Snags it on the right. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Terrapins!
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. These running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
He'll set up to throw. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. And he's going to bring this one out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a two-possession game. They must get something here. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little gain because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Motion from the wide receiver. Here's Simmons to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons on third. Fakes the grab. He was trying to reach the sticks, but he doesn't quite make it down at the 23. It's fourth down.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short time. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field. We're going to make it that easy for us.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. That's the mindset of this entire offense. They're not going to let you off the hook just because it's 4th and 1.
And that running back, he wanted the ball too. You could see there right after the third down play looking at his sideline saying, give me the ball, I want to go get this. I'm going to make a play for my team, and he comes through big time.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
Complete. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
Missouri comes to the line with another first down. Throwing Simmons. Grabbed over the middle. It's Lee. Racing down the left side. Touchdown, Tigers. You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby. The Tigers are back on top.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
And he's knocked down.
Big third down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on third down.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. He wants to change this route. Keep it on the ground. Makes it past the marker. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
Man, this offense would really like to lean on this guy in the 4th quarter, right? They've got the lead, and you just saw his ability there, breaking a tackle. He looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. I'd expect him to get a few more carries here before this game's over.
2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. The Terrapins will snap it on 1st and 10. Now on the move. Got a first down. Hits the crease. Inside the touchdown, Maryland! He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
How in the world did he miss that? Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it's finished off with that thrilling 56-yarder for the score. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Simmons. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. A costly penalty wipes out that 3rd down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. This 3rd down a little longer after that penalty. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. Here comes the heat. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line, and it'll be 4th down. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. Gives them a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Fires to the right. He's got enough for the first down, and they might get some extra. It looked like a face mask to me. When you're trying to protect the lead, you just simply cannot have a personal foul penalty at this stage in the game. Just a terrible, terrible mistake. So instead of getting off the field on 4th down, the offense has a 1st and 10. The sure hands, it's Hardy. Breaks into the open. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Here's Simmons to throw. Into the end zone. Intercepted deep in his own end. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they've just closed the door on this one.
Boy, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. With the game in hand, the offense choosing to just have the quarterback take a knee.
Well, this quarterback has had a lot of success burning this defense with his legs. That time, though, there was nowhere to go. Give the defense credit. They won their one-on-ones up front. Tremendous speed getting to him and bringing him down for a TFL.
When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offense.
Dial it up and let it run. And that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game. David, this was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses that evolve so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses in this game. It was no different.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.